Uh, positivity kills the haters,
I don't know if it kills them.
or at least have put them down for a
What
second.
is
you know,
what does it do? What is positivity?
kills
I
the
mean,
haters, or like
people will hate regardless.
right.
But I think
Like how you respond.
I mean, maybe this isn't completely accurate, but I'll say this and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll keep trying out. But I feel like positivity is the best petty.
Yeah,
Like when
it
when
is.
somebody's really trying to get me down, like a lot of people in my life, like, oh my God, you're being too nice. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like I refuse to allow somebody else's attitude about what I'm doing change who I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes winning,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes continuing to be happy, continuing to be positive is the best way. I don't want to call it revenge necessarily, but it's like, why do I care what this person
Yeah.
thinks or has to say?
Mm.
And the only way to shut them up is to continue to show them that what they think and how they feel doesn't
Feelings,
actually
right.
impact how I move through the world.
Because I feel like certain people, they come at you because they want you to feel a certain way. They want you to move a certain way.
Yeah.
But when you're showing them, like, even though you're trying to bring me down, I'm still gonna flourish. How I'm doing it, how I'm
Right.
bringing out positivity.
Because like, here's the thing, how they like their haterness
Yeah.
has nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with me. It has entirely something to do who they are, how they feel, and you're just projecting your negativity onto me. So why do I have to take that on? Why do I have to carry that with me? Because that's yours.
Yeah.
And you can keep it.
Like they're not happy, but they want you to be not happy either.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like you could be unhappy if you want to,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna stay over here, doing the best that I can and being as positive as I can,
yes.
regardless of what you got going on over
there. Yeah, and I think just to kind of get us into more, why is positivity such a hater killer, and what does it build? I guess like individual, like character wise. What do you think it builds?
What's positivity build? Endurance, perseverance. It's like how do I think about it? Like, say you're on, like you're running or you're working out, right? And you get to that point where it's like that threshold where it's like you could either stop or you could like push through and keep going.
Yeah.
And like that, the choice to push is where strength is built, right? If you quit when it starts to burn, like that, when it first starts to burn, like there's not a whole lot of growth that's gonna happen there. But like if you really push yourself, oh, I'm running or about to die, you push yourself that extra minute, that extra mile, like that's where the true gains start to happen. So like if you give in to other people's negativity at the first sign of their negativity, like where's the opportunity for you to grow or flourish or thrive in that? Like negativity's gonna come. Period.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I think it kills the haters with kindness. It actually helps them be more nice or tone them down. Because I've been in situations where, people were expecting me to act a certain way. Like, oh man, I would have been mad. I would have did this. I would have did that. Okay, that's what you would have did. But me, I'm working on myself as a person daily. So I don't want to. I used to have anger issues. I don't want to go back to that place, because it was dark. And I'm in a better place. I'm in a better position. I'm living. So I was like, you know what? They can have it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like the thing that keeps popping in my head is empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can meet someone else's negativity with empathy, not only does that give you an opportunity to grow and affirm your positivity and your feet are planted, it also gives them an opportunity to like, sometimes they just need a little love and affection.
Yeah, they haven't been shown. I'm a visual learner. So maybe they just gotta see somebody being nice and somebody doing this, and Like, okay, well, you don't have to be this way. You don't have to be negative. You don't.
And if they still choose
That
negativity,
way,
that's on them.
That's
But then there's also like, okay, like pop culture reference. You got the whole J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick thing.
Yeah.
I think the most powerful thing I've seen within all of that was J. Cole's apology for even engaging in the dissing and the negativity. And like Kendrick still came back and did his thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But like Cole's right. Like, why is he even expending the energy to? He loves both of these people.
Yeah.
And at the core of it, even though you being mean or whatever, I still love you.
Right.
I'm like, I still have love for you because I love everybody.
Yeah.
And so how does me returning your negativity with negativity? How does that reflect
you? Right.
Right.
Then a lot of his audience would have been like, yeah. So. And you know, in that moment, a lot of people were like, "Yo, he's weak for that. Why would he apologize?"
Do you know how hard it would be to apologize in front of the world?
Yeah.
To admit that you're wrong in front of the world.
Yeah,
most people can't even admit they're wrong one-on-one.
Right.
And this man stood on stage with a microphone in front of cameras.
Yeah. And
admitted that he was wrong, and then took down the thing.
The song
probably making him a lot of money.
Well, yeah. So that just goes to show you self-growth, self-improvement, some people might not...
Accountability.
Yeah, some people might not understand that,
It's not for them to understand.
Yeah, so it's nothing wrong with apologizing, nothing's wrong with having accountability. Everybody, if you're wrong, you're wrong. It doesn't matter how big you are.
And everybody's wrong at some point.
Yeah, everybody has feelings. And, yeah, these rap beats have been
stupid.
They've been crazy. Like the one with Chris Brown, I kind of reacted to that one. I don't even know where that started. Like,
I don't either, and I've never had the time to feel like I needed to figure it out.
Right.
Like I've never listened to a track in its entirety. I have no idea why they're beefing at all.
Yeah.
Aside from just stirring up.
I know a lot of it has to do with women. Well, partial. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, probably. And why though? Like,
yeah.
If that's the extent you have to go to on behalf of a woman, somebody who says they love you, is that really love?
Love, yeah.
I don't know. I might question that.
Yeah, it is a question, but yeah, all that stuff is silly. But yeah, like I said, positivity is, if that's the type of person you are, remain that way. You don't have to change for anybody.
Just protect. What somebody told me once was, you have to teach people how to play with your toys.
Yeah.
Right. So like you're the type of kid who loves to share your toys and which is great. But like if people keep breaking this shit, like.
Yeah.
So you have to teach people how to play with your toys.
Yeah, you gotta put respect. You gotta put, and I'm big on respect too. Like I'm big on, it don't matter who you are. Like I'm gonna tell you, like you can not like me, you can have your opinion, but you have to respect me as a person, my beliefs, or just all of that type of stuff. So I put that forefront, and a lot of people are like, oh wow, he stand on business, but it's I have to though, because people would just do anything. They would just say anything, and they would talk to you any type of way.
You have to teach people how to treat you.
Yeah, you do. You do.
And a lot of people think that, he should know. No.
Yeah.
He don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know that I hate it when people are late. And I think it's disrespectful for you to not be punctual.
Yeah.
That means I have to communicate to you how I feel. I'm not you so wrong and blah blah. No, like this is how I feel when you.
Right. It's a certain way you got to do it.
This is you were late and this is how it made me feel.
Yeah.
Like, you leave the toilet seat up and it.
Right.
On my nerves or whatever. I mean, these are really small examples, but in general, like, instead of just being angry, like, no, this is how I feel when you do this thing. Okay, you keep doing it. This is how I'm going to respond the next time that you do it.
Do it, yeah.
So, like, and I'm not saying you have to change anything. You have to change anything. I'm going to change.
Yeah.
I'm going to change in response to how you continue to show up.
Show up,
so if you want me to keep showing up how I'm showing up, then you'll respond differently.
Yeah.
And if otherwise, you have already been told what to expect. The change in my response and my behavior is going to be in order to protect my own peace and my own space and my own boundaries.
Nah, really, yeah. All that comes into play with it. Respect, and just, yeah, a lot of that plays in the point. But that's some gems, make sure, stand on business, respect, and the tone is really which, like for me, tone and energy, what really shows me. I don't care what you're saying. Say it, don't come to me any type of way,
For me, sometimes I have to step away. Because I can be rah-rah. And I admit that. And sometimes things start to escalate. I'm like, you know what? We're going to pause this. And sometimes that makes people upset because they want to deal with it right now. But if I can't articulate myself in a way where you can hear me, and where we can actually have a conversation instead of just like throwing words at each other, this is unproductive. And it honestly, it could be damaging. If you're not self-aware enough to be like, you know what, I can't actually I'm not running away, I'm not ending this, I'm just saying we gotta press pause so I can go collect myself, collect my thoughts, and communicate with you in a way that's not going to destroy the connection that we have.
Yes. And that's a strong thing to, trait to have, to be able to get yourself back together, because some people don't even think about, okay, am I saying this right? How am I coming off? This and all that. They just rah, and then if you don't listen, if you're not taking it how they want, then I mean, it is what it is.
You also have to, with the people who really rock for you. I do my best to assume goodwill. I do my best to assume that, all right, this person just said something to me. And they may not actually, and it hurt my feelings. They may not actually understand the impact of what they was just being themselves. But they've now triggered me based off of some stuff that happened 20 years ago.
Right.
But they have no clue. And so now it's my responsibility to then communicate to them from the space of, I know that you love me, I know that you didn't intend to hurt me, and when you did that thing, this is how it made me feel. This is the experience I had over here on this end. What can we do? How do we work towards having that not happen again? And then also giving them grace in the fact they probably gonna do it again.
No, they won't. If they rock with you.
They might because they are who they are.
Right.
But like also, they're not doing it vindictively. They're not doing it on purpose. They're doing it just because this is how they've always done things. And now they're trying to learn how to exist peacefully with you. So just because they do it again once, doesn't mean they're doing it intentional. Like, hey, remember we had that conversation? I'm triggered again. If it's habitual, if it's intentional, if they like shanking you in the shower, that's different. But like, if they're literally just trying to be there, trying to support you, trying to rock with you, like, give them some grace. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not. It's just something that you both have to kind of build and learn each other, really. And then you can laugh about it.
Because it's funny at the end of the day. I feel like a lot of people argue over like little things that you can talk out, but you just ego over here and you're
and
this
ego
way.
over there.
So it's silly, but like I said, that's a lot of gems you throwing. So y'all gotta catch those gems for sure, definitely. And then to kind of end us off,